Their clicker tail on the road.
There we go.
Here comes another tunnel. If you look real close, you can see the hole on the other end on this one. It all is so pretty, and then you turn around another corner and it's all different. You can see the different layers and the different colors here as you look up the side of the mountain. See that red spot in the rock way back there? This rock is just like a flat table. Look at all the different lines in it. Difference in the colors. That high. It's lots easier going up than coming down, ain't it? That's the long way around. Sure. Be going for a climb.
still going higher. No, she decided to stay, I think. We'll get her in close here. See how she does coming down. Ooh, pricky bush there. It's like whacking on eggs out there on that hot rock.
Really flat, ain't it?
Boy, she's picking all the level places to come, ain't she?
I sit in the car just waiting. That's called Checkerbird Mesa. That's all cracked. Coming down. This is the end. This is where we're going out of the park.
Sure you go.
We really didn't just see mountains on our trip. We drove for about 50 or 60 miles and this kind of stuff too. You can see mountains way off in the distance over there. There's a lot of just flat area in between.
And you're coming from Dordrecht? Your family is coming
No, my dad from Rotterdam.
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 Oh, Rotterdam.
We are living below the sea level, so about 2-3 meters below sea level. We call it so they call it sea. We have a taxi.
That is their son and their 2 daughters. That is his wife.
He was,
You was a little child and you're looking like a Dutchman. Your face, yes, it's true. Yes, you are looking like a Dutchman.
been a whole slot enough. In Holland? In Holland, yes.
Sloten, ja, het is veel sloten. We had een hoop sloten.
It's quite a different with the region here.
Yes.
What's your occupation there?
I work at the National Research, National Aerospace Research Center. The Dutch NASA.
Yes.
I'm
We visit NASA here too. And we have to go to Texas now for the going to work there.
going to General Brennan.
Yeah.
16. So his name is Dirk. My family name is Speak Out.
Ik ben Elf Spiekhout Rutgendorf.
Wat ik speak out?
Clarine.
As usual.
Big guy over here.
The whole family.
A very, very nice family.
You,
It's been very nice to
play
meet you.
basketball? No basketball out there?
Well, they're doing
At the
it.
schools they're doing it. Volleyball I think is more.
Volleyball?
You're doing more than all of them.
See lots of basketball, man.
That's more to photograph in there. Oh, you can take.
Well, but this is live and moving out here.
Oh, right. I forgot about him.
Well, he's not really moving, but then... Does that horse really move? No. Yeah, you look like Lopez whatever.
Like this.
You just go sit by the cactus, it's fine. There you go. Yeah, you've been sleeping all day. What else are you going to do? We know it's you, Hank. I seen you sit down, so you can't hide.
I did.
Go get him, Chris.
You ain't got no bullet.
This is where they shot some of the movies of Gunsmoke, but it was all done in behind there, and we just didn't go in. Some of the other westerns. They aren't near as big as what they look. This is where we stayed last night. Now we're off to Glen Canyon and Page, Arizona. We're going to go through Glen Canyon and that kind of stuff today. It rained last night and it looks real dreary this morning. We're on our way to Page. The little dots you see are water on the window because it's raining. It's very unusual to have rain this time in the desert.
That's gonna come with the Look how pretty that is in there, that white. It's just almost like going in a church.
Colors and the browns and the...
This is all different color now again from what we saw yesterday.
Yeah, it's all more of the browns and tans and... That's the bridge that we drove over. And this takes you down, down, down to the canyon floor where the river is. Jacobs River. Too bad the sun isn't shining because it's beautiful. That's to the north. This is directly to the south of me. All right along that riverbank. And I can climb way back up here to get out. Kind of scary. Here you can see a semi coming across that bridge.
A lot of big fish down there.
This is almost directly under the bridge, but if you can look, you can almost see the eddies and all of the spinning currents in the water.
Yeah, it's a great big one. No, I should be able to get that rock off.
Keep down, way down in the lower left corner of the picture. There's trees growing right down along the river, and it's straight down.
50 years and so.
I'm diving in. I'm going to hit the water. Kersploosh. Down by the river, that's where we hike from. By Marble Canyon, Arizona. That's where I was when I took that first picture. And I had to hike down, way down over there.
Raise it up a little and get the two kids on the higher one. From these, where you took the first picture. Am I out there?
If you look way out there, there's some kids that have hiked way to that butte. I've got my camera bringing them in as far as I can. But that is really probably once again as high as what we were. That's where I took those first pictures from when you've seen the camera showing in.
In turn, Carsville. Let's see that.
See that? I got a...
House in London, or clock in London?
Yeah.
I thought you guys were trying to take lessons in how to build a bridge.
I think we'll pass through stick to farming.
So the rain has kind of quit for today. The mountains are starting to clear up so you can get a picture of them. Just up out of the middle of nowhere. Still see the clouds hanging in the mountains. That's a car antenna in my road. Along the road here, you can see where these big rocks have fallen and come rolling toward the highway. This one just about made it. There's a lot of them. There's not an awful lot left up on that butte.
Oh, yeah.
See, look here. This is what they call a dinosaur print. See the toes? And the heel is down there.
Get up there.
He decided to stand by a piece of the rock. Near this house was kind of just carved partly out of the rock the way it looks. That rock is right on it. I'm going to take you right into this house. That's where the rock came down into the roof. Just see through to the other side of the window.
Hi. Boy, it'd be uncomfortable sleeping in here. Here's the little kid's bed right here.
That looks like that might have been the stove.
Right down here.
Yep.
Yep. A few cavities in here to store your food.
We are south of Jacobs Lake on our way to the north rim of the Grand Canyon. Now, if you can believe it, this is all a nice grassland pasture and just kind of a nice green valley in between the forest. It's in Kebab National Forest. It's amazing. 10 miles back we're riding in the rocks, and here we're in a nice green valley. Entering into the Grand Canyon, we have to show them our golden what kind of pass?
Golden Age pass.
Golden Age pass. We got a senior citizen with us, you know.
I thought it was in Arizona.
Looking out straight across, you can see the rim just kind of in the middle of the picture here. The clouds are way down into the canyon. It almost looks like the whole canyon's on fire, but it's just big fluffy clouds. It cleared off. There, the rim is just to the very, very top of the picture.
Oh, good. Let's see.
That's a whole big rim of just light rock.
Canyon. Grand Canyon view. 100 yards.
The second darker line is just a ledge of trees. And the clouds are moving back in. This is the lodge area. We are up high in the clouds. Makes it look like the earth is boiling. Just a view off the trail. Back up into the clouds, you can't see anything. This is down one side of the path. And this is going on the path, and then to the right of the path, it's kind of just straight up. Way up to there. And we'll head on. This is looking off to the left now. You go almost straight down. And then from there to the other side of the trail, where all we're going to see is clouds now. But there again also, it's straight down. Very, very pretty, but that's looking directly to the north. This side is all clear and you can see way, way, way down. I'll zoom it in a little bit. That's just close-up of what we've seen before. Oh no, it's open now. This is the other side again, taking it way, way on down. So we really are, we're looking down into the clouds. You can just see a break and see the rim way over there. It's about as close to heaven as you can get. We're just about to the top of Angel Point.
What? You mean on this side or on that side?
On that side of that big red mountain, all the way down, and all the way down, it's yellow.
I can get it, but I can't tell you if it's dwellings or not.
Yeah, she's cooking. You see the water down there? She's making dinner for the old boy. Yeah. Got steak.
Oh, you.
No, I can't. But I can hear water.
We can hear water, but we can't get it on the video. There, you're back out to the rim.
She really pulled in, didn't she?
Yeah. Okay, next scene. That water was moving.
Clouds just keep coming and going through here. You just can't get a good picture.
All fog now.
Well, no, because you can just watch it right on the camera how it just hazes right in front of you and boils up and obscures the view and it just looks like pots of steam. We're on our way back from Angel Point and looking across the south side now of the canyon. Before we couldn't see anything because of the clouds. Look at the difference in the formation
There's a big one and a little one.
and the color.
Links. Nou, alleen moet erop staan. Er zijn een stukje voor nog.
Je moet oppassen. The clouds just will not break away. It's way, way, way across the canyon. And you can't see the bottom.
Pick up a new one. Use what you got, and you don't use the rest of it. For tomorrow, pick up a new one.
Well, if it don't lock again, I won't. They all get twisted. Maybe they had twisted minds, huh?
It's for people who want their news in a more interesting half hour that gives you the top stories of the...
At the Grand Canyon. We're just about ready to head back down. It's a wild turkey and her chicks. We're still in Grand Canyon. It's one of the male deer here in the park. Yeah, I got him. Like this along the way makes ours look like we've got quite an outfit. sun shining on the mountains way out in the background. We haven't seen a lot of sun today. For our tour on Lake Powell. Well, this is probably the main tree out here. With all the little berries on it.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I want to welcome you here to the Glen Canyon National Recreation Area, and of course here on beautiful Lake Powell. I also want to welcome you here on board the Desert Reflection for your all-day Rainbow Bridge cruise. Introduce your crew to you, gentleman here to my right. His name is Ed. Lady behind me, her name is Cheryl. My name is Melanie. Now we're going to all be operating the boat today and telling you about the area as we are going along. Now, if you happen to miss out on anything or have any questions, please feel free to come up and ask either one of us. We'll certainly try our best to answer them for you. Tell you about this boat. Up on the top deck, you'll find life jackets located of Arizona. We've gone into the state of Utah. 95% of Lake Powell is contained within the state of Utah. 5% in the Glen Canyon Dam on Arizona. So we're going to be in Utah until we return back here to Waui Bay later on this afternoon. When it's actually a great big island. It is known as Antelope Island, largest island here on Lake Powell. It's about 8.5 miles long and about 4 miles wide. And on today's trip, we will take you a quarter of a way around this island until we reach the main channel, which is where the old Colorado River used to flow. I'll tell you more about it when we get closer to it. Now, there aren't any antelope out here on the island. They look familiar to some of you. In 1966, combined. Now, even though with these statistics, Lake Powell is only rated as the second largest freshwater man-made lake in the United States, second only to Lake Mead, which is backed up behind the Hoover Dam down by Las Vegas. Now, when Lake Mead is completely full, they hold around 28.5 million acre-feet of water. When Lake Powell is completely full, they hold around 27 million acre-feet of water. Now, Lake Mead doesn't have quite as much shoreline as we do. They're just deeper and hold a little bit more volume of water. We're second to Lake Mead. That's the main channel here in front of us. You can figure for about every mile that we traveled up the lake, we would lose Colorado River that ran down the Glen Canyon area. The main channel of Lake Powell, when at full capacity, is 186 miles long. Called Indian Reservation, one of the largest Indian reservations in the United States, covering parts of 3 states, Arizona, Utah, and New Mexico. It covers a little over 25,000 square miles of land, with right around 138,000 Navajos living on the reservation. On the land, now if you were to come out here to Lake Powell with your own boat, or if you were to rent a boat at any of the marinas here on the lake, you can come out here, set up camp anywhere along the shoreline for free. The reason behind that is up to 3,720 feet above sea. White line on the canyon wall, like over here to the right side of the boat. Well, that is what we call the Lake Powell bathtub ring, or the high water mark here on the lake. The top of that white line is 3,700 feet above sea level, and right now we are a little over 63 feet below the top of that white line.
Talking about the height that it reached was the highest in 1983, and it is now the lowest that it's been since the dam was built.
You might notice on the skyline there a little square view. It's got a little knob on the top of it. We call that Grandma's cookie jar view. Many of you may have seen the cookie jar view before and just not realized it. That was featured in the 1967 science fiction thriller The Planet of the Apes, with star Charlton Heston and Ronnie McDowell. And a large rock formation off to the right-hand side of the boat there is known as the Big. And if you look off to the right front of the boat there, you might dinosaur or dinosaur rock.
You gotta use your imagination. Actually, this has got to be one of the narrowest places that we're going to cross to get through. You can see the shore on both the left and the right. There's another smaller boat going through right now. Doesn't look like it's real deep. Said it's only about 15 feet deep where we go through here. If I can pick it up here, but you can see sand in quite far from there. We just went through. Now we're picking up speed again. But this is the other side of the mountain. Gives you a good view of the light it is all the way around it. That's the larger one. Normally if the lake is as high as it's supposed to be, you can see the white along the wall.
Body of water off the left hand side. The boat is down at Rock Creek Bay. Now Rock Creek Bay has three water-filled side canyons, Dry Rock Creek, Middle Rock Creek, and Rock Creek Canyon. It's a very important area for a lot of camping and fishing. And some of the varieties of fish that we can have out here on Lake Powell are the large and the smallmouth bass, striped bass, northern and walleye pike, German brown and rainbow trout, minnow crappie, green sunfish, Dangling Rope Canyon, and we do sort of like to slow down. We have a pretty big lake. There's a marina tucked around this corner known as Dangling Rope Marina. It's a very important marina out on this particular layer. Now we often get a lot of questions about why this particular canyon is known as Dangling Rope. Well, actually back in the old actually river running days when they were starting to survey this area, see what they would cover up with the waters of Lake Powell. The surveyors found dangling ropes in this particular canyon. They had been used by some miners back in the late 1800s. There was a minor gold strike in this particular area known as the Little Klondike. Miners would come up from the Kaiparowits Plateau, that big region up in front of us here, and they would need to find a way down the canyon, so they'd lower themselves ledge by using ropes. So these surveyors found some of these ropes and named the canyon Hanging Rope Canyon. We started running tours through this area. National Park Service was a little concerned that the name Hanging Rope Canyon wasn't quite appropriate. A lot of our guests thought that this is where we hung all of our people, so they changed the name from Hanging Rope Canyon to Dangling Rope Canyon. Just around this corner, you're going to get your first view, Dangling Rope Marina. Now it is a fully contained marina. They've got gas docks, pump out stations, water, all of that fun stuff. They also have a marina store here. Now, we're going to be stopping here for 10 to 15 minutes. You folks want to maybe purchase something such as film, if you're low on film. And if you want something other than water and coffee with your lunch, now we're going to be eating lunch.
Stop at Hanging Rope Marina. We said we can get something to drink or ice cream or our last chance for a real potty. The only way in here is by boat or seaplane. And up that ramp over there is where the park people stay. Their housing is in behind that. House way in the back there, maybe. That's all in along the coast here. It's a whole different rock formation. It's all kind of smooth. It's not the straight up and down kind of rock. Now we're on our way to Rainbow Bridge Canyon. You can hear the boat motor and the swishing of the water beside me here. Top of that is 7,200 feet above sea level. Navajo Mountain. Rainbow Bridge is out on behind that mountain somewhere.
Now looking over here off to the lake. Navajo Point got its name. If you were to fly over it, look down at it, takes on the rare shape, takes on the shape of an arrow or a wedge pointing towards Navajo Mountain. So Navajo Point off to our left front.
Just another kind of a cave area eroded out by the water. Back in. Comes back out again over here. Where you see all that white. In 83, that was all underwater. little boat wake, so it's hard to hold it steady. This is the narrow canyon where we're going to go in to see Rainbow Bridge.
Well, now the main channel continues over here off to the left side of the boat. Goes around that bend for another 130 miles up to Cataract Canyon, Utah, where Lake Powell begins. Well, we're going to be leaving the main channel at this time. We're going here in front of us into Orbiting Canyon. Now this canyon will lead us into another canyon that will take us up to where Rainbow Bridge is located. Water depth out here at the mouth of the canyon is right around 400 feet deep. All different colorations that you've been seeing up on the canyon walls. You notice that they range anywhere from a light tan or a salmon pink down to a chocolate brown, even down to a very deep dark gunmetal black coloring in places. This is called patina, P-A-T-I, coming down in a vertical stripe pattern down a sheer wall like this one here off to our left front. That is what we call it a Navajo tapestry wall or a sheer tapestry wall. Now what causes that is a combination of a couple of minerals, manganese and iron, and the rainwater has picked up off the tops of these high walls, flows them over the sides, and they seep into this very porous Navajo sandstone. Well, then the sun comes along and leaches the minerals to the surface and makes them into place. Oxidizes them, just turns them into plain old rust. The white line on the canyon wall telling you that we're a little over 63 feet below the top of that white line. On the main channel, I know it didn't quite look that high, but to get in these canyons close to it, you'll see that it does tower over the top of the boat.
We're going to turn and go in between. That bright spot almost looks like a tunnel, but it's not. It's just where the sun's shining on the rock. Just weaving our way in between. Time it looks like you're going to run into a dead end, and then you just turn off into another cove. I'd never find my way out. Got lights on the front of our boat, and I can't help it. It's got to be there. This is very narrow. We just went from one narrow path. Now we're going to go into another. Little path that they don't even take the big boats in.
Now, we'll be tying up to a docking system up here, so if I can have everyone's attention for a moment, I'll give you a little bit more of what to expect once we do get here. Now, you will not be able to see Rainbow Bridge from the boat. Now, in order to get a view of the Rainbow Bridge, you'll get off the boat onto this floating walkway or dock, follow it around a canyon wall. Now, once you get around that particular canyon wall, that is when you're going to get your first view of the Rainbow Bridge. At that point, you'll only be able to see half of it. So to get a full view of the Rainbow Bridge, you'll get off that walkway onto a sandy trail. This does you as you get on the boat. Please just take one for yourselves, even though your friends, wives, husbands, whoever may still be up at the bridge. Still just make sure you take one just for yourself. Anything that you wish to leave here on the boat will be fine. One of us will be on or around the boat at all times. In fact, one of us will walk up there and so if you have any questions while you're up there, there should be park service along here too that you can talk to. But leaving something up there on the top deck and down below is not necessarily going to reserve a seat for you. If you do leave something up there, let's go see what a $40,000 floating outhouse looks like. Actually, come to think of it, I see a work barge up here. They may be closed while we're here, which is probably a good thing. Just go ahead and use it once you're on the boat. Now, you are going to be seeing one of the natural wonders of the world. The Rainbow Bridge stands 290 feet high, has a 278-foot span, tallest natural rock span in the world.
You have to walk on to get way out to Rainbow Bridge. They said we would be docked for about an hour. Both sides of the canyon here. You can see Corky way up the line. We'll catch you next at Rainbow Bridge. There you can see it way off in the distance.
Do you have a zoom on there?
Yes. canyon that's down below the bridge.
The lake, the river coming down, that barely down to the tip of here.
This is about as close as I can take the pictures from. Hello!
Yeah. Where are you?
Right here. That's where we came from to get here to Rainbow Rock, or Rainbow Arch, or whatever.
Now, Cascade Canyon got its name back in the early river running days. This particular canyon had a little stream running through it. The water would cascade down into the Colorado River. Actually, the entrance of the canyon was a few hundred feet up. So they had a cascading waterfall, and that's how this particular canyon got its name. Now, as we get further on back into Cascade Canyon, there are going to be areas where it gets pretty narrow, and if any event the boat touches the wall, we ask that you just please keep your hands and your feet and everything inside of the boat. Don't try to fend us off. It's not the first time it's happened, and it certainly wouldn't be the last. It's not going to be any damage to the boat or anything, just to my pride a little bit. So, once again, this is Cascade Canyon.
About 65 feet above the water, so you know how high it used to be. It's getting narrower and narrower as we go in.
Looks like we're on over this. I just want to reverse it. can't go around the circle.
There's big hunks that have fallen out. You can see it along the side.
No, I think we have to. We have to.
This is as far in as we go, and she's going to make a big U, and we're going to go right back on around. What's she going to do, back out then?
Getting narrower.
About that, we didn't turn around. We turned the corner, and it's much, much narrower.
Fantastic job.
Looks like we're going to hit the edge here.
Fantastic job. Navigate backwards.
I mean, this is... Oh, gosh. You can almost reach out and touch the sides here. It's very, very close. And it's very, 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 very high. We're in Cascade Falls Canyon, yes. This whole lake is so clear that lots of times you can just look down and see the fish swimming.
Big one, huh? Oh, I think she's going to keep going. This is the one that's going to check her out. Looks like a dead end.
We have a woman driving our boat, by the way, guys.
Young lady.
A young lady, Corky said. Uh-huh. She's also got a fellow along who's good looking. I got my lens out as far as it'll go, so you know this is narrow in here.
Boy, she's doing the whale of the job. This is the best part of the ride, you know.
I wonder what the temperature is. It's hotter than the in between these rocks.
Looks narrow, don't it? Doesn't look narrower than the boat. But yeah, it doesn't look
Okay, guys, you think we're going to hit on both sides here, or are we going to make it through?
Well, it looks like he hit it through once and went right on the other end.
Yeah, see that hole on the other end? You said they went through too fast?
There's not a lot of room there, is there? Huh? My eyesight, I wouldn't want to drag this thing through.
This is where women drivers take over.
Gee, she's going so slow.
Go her. Oh, it's been nicked.
You can see the paint.
I bet you don't have shooting into it. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh, we just hit. Now we're going to hit again.
You gotta get it worked over, Steve. She's feeling real bad. She's feeling real bad.
Take over.
Stand over here.
Worked over, isn't she?
But he's given us just a little push off the wall to help us. That's how narrow we are in here.
Then you come to a big sill bar, which is almost Six Canyon's dead end, big sandbar. And they don't come out on the main channel anywhere else. There's only one way in and the very same way back out.
Because of the wind coming in, we couldn't get through there today, she said, so we're backing out. And we'll get back to where I said before and turn around and drive out. But right now, she's got it in reverse. Absolutely beautiful.
Now, Cathedral Canyon got its name from Cathedral Butte, which is located up here off to the top left front of the boat. That little sort of a pinnacle sticking up there known as Cathedral Butte or Cathedral Point. That stands 1,100 feet above the surface of the water, or 4,800 feet above sea level. And it just marks the entrance to Cathedral Canyon. This canyon's a little bit longer than Cascade Canyon. This was water filled back here about 3.5 miles. And once again, we'll take you back in here as far as we can before it gets too narrow for us. Then turn around and come back out the same way. And once again, this one is called Cathedral Canyon.
This is where we're going in.
There's one of the boats. Looks like the Rainbow Trail there, I believe.
Another cruise boat.
Yeah, I reckon. We got the oldest one that we have. That's right off now. They're retiring. The R3. Same. Fortunately, only one. Those are those are the kind that they built with the two people in it. I did a couple times on a regular jet ski with one person would stand up on it.
Here you can stop and stand it up.
Sit down on it.
We'll be headed on in back there. That's off and above.
Up in a boatway, stand right there in Thomas Bird. Pretty deep. But they said that's still a gate. I got
It's a way different view of Cathedral Point.
I got a lot more respect for them.
Okay, we're starting to get into some of the narrows here now in Cathedral Canyon.
Sure, and also up my zone line. And it's probably a good 3.5, 4 miles there.
When she starts slowing the boat down, that means it's getting, as I mean, see, narrow. There's a little more room. Each time we come up to these, it's kind of a good guess. Are we going to go left? Or are we going to go right? It never can tell until we get up close. Turn.
We'll make it through here.
Oh, we're taking the narrow.
This is wide here.
Eddie, our guide, is telling us that this is wide, but it doesn't give us an awful lot of room. A little more than where we got stuck and had to back out of. True, this is where we've got lots of room again. Got a cave there right to the front of us.
Oh, yeah, I guess so.
Sometimes there are bobcats or wolves, things like that, that'll live in these caves.
Yeah, it does look like a big shot up here, doesn't it?
I would suppose we're headed back to that narrow.
Oh, it's easy? It's actually very easy. Can I get lost?
Yeah, we're going in.
Into the canyon. Yeah, we're back. Just about back. It's about 50 feet, I think. Still thinking about that.
Eddie, how wide is this boat?
Oh, I believe it is approximately 17 feet deep. 17 feet wide, I believe.
And how long?
52 feet long.
Okay.
54, including the bridge that you walk on. Half of the string. Yesterday, I think I was telling you about the Nanazoshi. The one that's 57 feet long total from the point of the bow. I kid you not, that area that we turned around in looked about as wide as this. And he turned it around in there without touching anything. Absolutely incredible sight.
Okay, we can't fit through here anymore. But as you can see, it goes way back in there, and they'll make one more little turn. Just a speedboat can get through, but not this one. So we're going to back up again and turn around and head out. She keeps letting it float ahead really slow, so.
There you go. And it continues around that corner off to the right side. Kind of hard to tell from right here, but it shows you this little area, even on the canyon wall, two people were both trying to go through. They just want to make it. Cheryl got us into Cascade Canyon, I got us out. I got us into here, and she gets to get us out.
And that's the height of the mountain right in front of us. There's the top. As you can tell, we're backing out. This wall almost looks like that it's been hand painted. See over here, if you use your imagination, it looks like kind of a mountain scene. And the different shades coming down being the trunks of the trees. We're on our way out of Cathedral Canyon, just about to the main channel of the cathedral, that from the back side, way at the top. More like the camel from this side. You go down through and up, and there's the great big hump. It's just like the big door right into the big cathedral. Pilots of our boat.
Skipper smiling, say cheese.
Yeah, right.
Pilot there.
There's Hank. That was Melanie, the captain of our boat. This is just outside by Glen Canyon Dam, Page, Arizona.
150 pounds
That means it carried somewhat in excess of 24 tons. They figured they lowered buckets like this 425,000 times to pour the concrete of the dam. They poured them in an interesting way. If you look at the picture here, you can see something in the air. From about where you are, if your eyes are like mine, they don't count mine anymore. They don't check mine, they count them. And I can't tell whether it's a bird or plant. Remember when they these channels for the river, one in each of the canyon walls, about 3,000 feet in length, a little, if you think metric, a little over 900 meters in length, and 41 feet in diameter, 12.5 meters in diameter. The tunnel on the right-hand side carried water all the while they were building. They kept the other tunnel dry, but it was their insurance policy in case they got an exceptionally high storm upstream, which can happen in this country quite often. We see the lower ends of the tunnels. Notice where the blue ramp bedrock, they had to excavate well over 100 feet. About 40 meters. The cement company wanted the contract for the cement enough that they said.
Those are the ventilating points.
Real prospecting. Down, they prospected
the tunnel.
around and down at Clarkdale, Arizona. Only 188 miles away.
That tunnel is 2 miles long.
Closer. They found they found a large supply of very excellent gravel. Only 5 miles away. That's reasonable. They drilled some wells over on this side, 4 wells, built their plant over on that side. They built it on that side because they're going to... you may say, I'm not going to go across that ridge again. The ridge is pinned together, I think you could say it's a safety, 16 inches in diameter, 40 centimeters in diameter. One at each side on that end, one at each side on that one. Put in 2 more pins, one on each side. These were big pins, however, 20 inches in diameter, 50 centimeters in diameter. And after they had put those pins in, they then relaxed the cables that had been holding the 2 halves of the arch out in place. Notice here, I had to traverse that chimney, put your feet against one side and another part against the other side, arch your legs and walk your way up. As long as you have your body under compression between the 2 walls, you're fine. One of them close up when we get down.
What's this down here with the sprinkler going on?
Excuse me?
What's this down here with the sprinkler going on?
That's a lawn.
A lawn?
That's Lady Bird Johnson's garden. It's of various sorts. They have between 1,600 and 1,700 monitoring devices. They put them in clusters so that they could tell if there was any movement, any distortion, so that maybe you can open ranks enough that you can see. You can come a little closer. Notice that some of the tunnels go beyond the confines of the dam proper. These they call the foundation tunnels. That is, they're in the foundation stone in which the dam is in place. Now we're right down here. And this is how we got down there. Don't you run your fingers along that, you can feel the ridges left as the diamond drill cored it out. The cores are 6 feet in length, they long, and 10 inches in diameter. They took 70 within the tunnels at various levels in various places. They took 18 from the face of the dam. They put them in storage in their laboratories in Denver, Colorado, and put them under various conditions, some at very high temperatures, some at very quite low temperatures, freezing or thereabouts. And they also did one that are small and well dispersed. It functions as an internal expansion-contraction joint. It also
We call this Lady Bird Johnson's garden.
Water will weigh a great deal. To make sure, however, that they didn't sag, open a joint at 250
We're getting close to the base of the dam.
They put them on 2 concrete piers, one for each
The top way up there.
of the pipes, 8 sets of manholes across there. There's 1 pipe for each set of those 2 of those. 8 sets of 2, 8 pipes for the 8 turbines that run the 8 generators. When they had put them on after the pipes were put on the piers, the concrete piers, they then put a thunder around and on top of them. Half the engineers probably thought that was pretty funny, but you can imagine one of the engineers saying, hey, we get pretty strong winds here. Winds that may reach a velocity of 100 miles an hour. A wind of that velocity looping up the engine, striking the base of the dam, which will make a big dust storm down there. So that would foul up our computers. Let's plant something. They planted almost 2 acres of Bermuda grass. It does an excellent job. No dust. When people must work in the manholes, it's cooler. They probably do a safer, more efficient job. Those wicket gates don't actually let the water into the turbine, but they control the butterfly valves that do let the water in. Maintain the pressure to take life as it starts out, gets smaller as it goes on the line to
There's a large turbine down in underneath the dam. They continue and go all the way up. On both sides.
Series of concentric domes of sand. When it turns to sandstone, it's still a series of concentric domes of sandstone.
That's a shot of the bridge from the bottom up. Those are the large transformers. Sample of one of those rock bolts, that yellow.
Someone asked me about the water they see up there. Did someone ask me that? Oh, sloping.
We're at the dam, and we're done with our tour and headed back to the motel. This is in the motel room in Page. Cabito, Arizona. We're on the Navajo reservation. Every once in a while we see a little stand by the road. They're selling jewelry.
They got smoking in their sleep. President Snoop Dogg. Well, they're in there. Hey, look at that. They're coming out. Isn't that?
Yes.
You can't get a candy bar
I got,
without the tree?
yeah, that's it. We did.
Look at the tree.
Maybe I
more
better,
second.
maybe I better take another because I think I took this brush.
Huh?
I think I took this brush here. I'm trying to get over it. Yeah.
Go ahead, just a little bit.
Now I can get it. That's going to come out there and watch.
Okay, now he's walking back.
There.
Okay, there you go. That's what you said. There you go. Right.
Just go. Okay, there they go. There they go.
Oh, that better boy.
Little church.
They're herding the goats and sheep along the road. It's right out in the ditch. Just this little boy, and he's got a dog, and the dog's got two little puppies. And they're herding their sheep right along the road. We could see way from way back that this comes way down. It goes up over the road through that bridge. We don't know if it's water or what. Whatever goes through there is stored in those big silos. More than likely water. It doesn't, there's a belt that goes on that, so it probably is for coal or for some kind of mining. Not for water. Lots of little roadside stands with all kinds of jewelry. Valley in the Navajo Indian Reservation. That's way back there off the road. I can get it pretty good from the car. That's the view of the other side. It almost looks like a dog face from here. These monuments are just right out in the middle of nothing. You don't see anything else for miles and miles, just those stones out. It's really hard to believe, but there's people living in these places along here that I'm showing you.
To make a log house.
It's hard to sit there, you know.
Well, that's it, but believe it or not, there really are people that are living in those places. That's as far as I can zoom them in. You've seen the far away before. We're just getting into Monument Valley in the Navajo Reservation. there that looks like a rabbit. Isn't it? Oh, it's just all so barren looking. Down below us here. Little donkey's catching his dinner. Are you sure that he's painted? Huh? Yeah, it's close. Going to take a ride, Velva?
What?
We started turning around and we're trying to get to the marriage so that
This is an Indian Hogan. It is a movie picture, so it'll catch you if you're moving or waving. You want to wave at me? No? Hello. What's your name? They're just coming back from seeing Mexican Hat.
No way, Hank.
And that's Mexican Hat way up there. I took a picture of that Indian family. It was called Mexican Hat, and this is the rock that represents the name of the town. It's just a little ways out of Mexican Hat. Look to the back of that, and those mountains are all gray and mauve, kind of rust. Just beautiful. It's as close as I can bring it in for you. And that's the distance we are sitting away from it with it on the regular lens. It's just part of the scenery on our way to the natural bridges. That's another monument thing just out in the middle of nowhere. They call the Rainbow Monument Valley or Rainbow Monument, whatever. Now we've gotten a lot closer to the Rainbow Ridge and whatever. Our road is going to take us right up there into those mountains.
You guys let me know. I'll stop.
Okay, we went about 2 miles and here we are in the nice windy, curvy, what do you call them? Switchbacks.
I don't know if I really want to be driving here. Yeah. There goes that little car, you see him? kind of take a little bit more of the road than I'm supposed to.
You better stay on your own side.
You gotta stay on my side because you don't want me to stay on your side. Because I know how you are.
Just go slow.
Yeah, there comes somebody too slow. How far is this supposed to be?
On gravel. And climbing. On Highway 261, believe it or not, but it's gravel. Way down there is where we came from. We're up, getting up on top of that Rainbow Mountains.
Where can I get further?
Flying around the corner, it'll be alright. They graded it on that.
Shoving it inside.
Well, that's a good deal.
All the jitters in this is because we're on kind of a washboardy stuff. Yesterday we were doing this with a big boat, and now we're taking a big Cadillac through all of these curves. Yeah, but it tells you that it's got the higher and higher, and the road is getting narrower. We're coming up, if you can look way over there. Down in there. Here where you can see the bushes going by, and the top is right off to my right. That's what we're seeing to the left of the car.
Look over the edge quite a way.
That's looking down, way, way, way down. That's where we came from. And it looks like we're going to go right on off over the edge.
Along here. Quite a ways up there.
This happened some time ago, but if you look, there are the remains of a semi-truck.
Yeah? Yeah.
That went over one of these little hairpin turns that we've been coming around.
Hey, that's a long way down.
Quite a ways down, but I brought it in.
Huh? When you look that way, ain't that a long ways down? Can you get that?
Way down there is where we've come from. That car is going down. Top. Believe it or not, but we're not coming back this way. coming this way, we saved, what, about 40 miles? Believe it or not, but it's getting smoother.
Why in the world they don't have it there? I can't read that. It's hard to believe you're way on top of that stinking mountain.
Once we left that high mountain drive, then we drove some more in trees, or whatever they call this, desert trees. We're still on Highway 261, and then we're on our way to the natural arches, or natural bridges. That's a close-up. Is it a little round seed? So much for nature study. Bridge you can see just to the other side. You gotta look really close because it looks like it's just a rock with rocks behind it. But that green stuff is all in underneath the bridge. Use your imagination. This is one side of the horseshoe and it goes around this way to this side. Horseshoe ruins. You can see some kind of animal trails way down there in the bottom of the canyon. But I didn't spot any animals. It's a yucca cactus. Oh, there's a person that was hiking down there, kind of in the shadows of the trees right now. This is the bridge. But again, as the water goes underneath it down there where I seen the people, it makes it very difficult to see the in underneath the bridge. But you can see the whole cavity way down in behind. They're walking back down in between the trees, but you really got to look close. And that's what you'd call Kachina Bridge. This is just another rock up on top of it. It's kind of neat. Those people we've seen way down there before now are coming up on the rocks.
No.
There it is. Oh, there it is.
Now we're a long ways down and a lot closer. You can see the bridge a lot better because we can get the sky in behind it. Yeah. Yep. I think we didn't come down a long ways. We were way up over there somewhere. Got it?
Do I have to get further away?
No, I'll go on the rock.
Yeah, but you're still pretty close. Oh, I thought you stand on the edge.
Oh, get out, Tom.
You guys put on the edge here.
Stand on this side of that tree.
On this side of the tree, so you look like you're under the bridge.
Yeah, so it looks like I'm trying to break my neck. Look, this hunk falls off.
No, it ain't gonna fall off. Ready?
What?
Yeah, I got my brave wife on the edge of a ledge here. She's not even scared.
Like heck. What if it breaks off?
It won't break off.
You're sure?
I'm sure.
Playing with all those little stones. See how
Look
she's
at the
got
cute
them
little
all
bridge
built?
I made right here.
That's cute.
Real cute. That's enough. Now watch me fall getting off. My best view.
I got that.
Way up there. That's where I took the first picture of this bridge. Leaving now.